In this video, we're going to introduce you to the Longshot Hawk camera system, which attaches to your spotting scope and enables you to capture all sorts of shooting action, ranging from punching paper to slapping steel. Gavin Gear here from UltimateReloader.com. Any product I can get my hands on that's going to help me tell a more compelling visual story is a product I'm interested in. And this is an example of one such product. This is called the Hawk Spotting Scope Camera from Longshot. Let's get this box open and see what's inside. All right, here's the box contents. This is a very well put together package. I really appreciate this kind of soft case. We use soft cases for a lot of things because they're very compact, they're lightweight, and that weight does add up when you've got a bunch of gear to take to the range. Soft padded rifle cases are an example of that. We don't use any hard cases here. They're too clunky and they're too heavy. So this padded case is a great start. The camera module itself is interesting. There's this clamp, and as you tighten the knob on the top, the clamp compresses together. We've got the Leupold SX4 spotting scope that we're going to be using, and that's going to install right on the back. There's the familiar on-off switch that we have on our LR3 cameras, the power port. We've got the power adapter that's going to plug right into that port, a quick start guide, and then the instruction manual. So I'm going to take a moment to read the instructions, and we'll do a simple in-studio demo and then take it out and go shooting with it. So I've got the Leupold SX4 Pro Guide HD 15-45 by 65 aimed out the shop window here. We've got the Hawk camera turned on, and I'm just going to attach that here to the eyepiece. I've already kind of pre-focused things. I'm just going to set that there like that. I can feel that grab. Hopefully that's still aimed in the right direction. I did change the weight balance there just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is to connect to the appropriate SSID. There we go. Okay, so you see here we have the Hawk underscore and then a bunch of numbers. Okay, now it says enter the password for Hawk underscore 44 colon blah 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 blah. So we're going to type Longshot and join. Okay, looks like that succeeded. And then we're going to go back over to our Longshot app. And look at that. Okay, so we're connected to the Hawk Wi-Fi network. I can now hit this play button, and we're going to see what the spotting scope sees out the window here, and it looks like my aim did change just a little bit. So again, this is not a quality sample. This is just showing that we have a connection. I'm going to fine tune our focus just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, just some branches kind of out the window there. Okay, so this is a bit of a tippy tripod, and this is just a demo to show how easy it was to connect to the camera. We have a preview looking out the window. That means we know that the connection is good and that our iPad is all ready to roll. Next, let's go over specs. So this information, all of these details and specs are all on the Longshot Hawk product page on the Longshot website. So there is a range of eyepieces that this clamp works with, and that's between 36mm and 58mm. So if you take some digital calipers and measure your eyepiece, you'll know whether or not this will fit without modification. It's got live HD video, app-based software. We showed you the Longshot app. It's the same app that we use to connect to our LR3 camera system, which is really handy. We can very easily switch back and forth between those views. Very easy to set up, as you saw. You just connect to the network, select the camera, and hit the live view, and you're streaming. You're good to go. 12-hour runtime for the battery, which is great. At one of our ranges, we have AC power, but there's a lot of places where we're going to use this camera system where we don't have power, and that kind of battery life will be a huge help. As you can see, it's very compact, it's lightweight, it's portable, it's not going to be in the way. There's a 2-year warranty on the hardware. It's drop resistant, weather resistant, and no cell or Wi-Fi service is required, and that's a huge plus. And moving on to specs, this camera has a 1920 by 1080 full HD video stream that you're going to see on your app. It's got an internal rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack. It uses 2.4 gigahertz wireless technology and weighs about a pound. Included are, as you saw when we unboxed it, the Hawk, the charger, the soft case, and the instructions. And really the key features are the video streaming and recording via the app, or you can even record your entire screen. We do that sometimes. Detect shots and mark those shots, which is awesome when you're trying to determine what did I just hit, right? And some performance considerations. You can see here, this is just a very temporary setup, kind of wobbly. The better tripod you have is really the better image quality that you're going to get in your video stream. You want it to be very stout, very solid. How you set it up, the spread of the legs, the rigidity of the legs, all of that is going to affect the stability of the image and the clarity of the image that you're going to see through the camera stream. Also, the optics quality of your spotting scope are obviously going to have a very big impact on the quality of the video stream as well. Okay, so that's what's included with the camera. That's how to connect the camera and the app, a little bit of a preview of all that. I say we take it out and start shooting with it. Well, it's been a couple months since we started this video, and in the meantime, we've put Hawk to use in a bunch of cool stories and shooting scenarios, including our 7PRCW build. This was our first F-Class build, and the break-in results, which we captured with Hawk, were absolutely amazing. We did a complete 22 ARC rifle build and captured some of the shooting action with that as well. We also took a look at the Bergara Premier Competition in 6GT. We went up in the late evening and captured some low light action, and the results speak for themselves. We've also got two different 223 bolt action rifle stories we've been working on, showcasing some pretty amazing results with Burger Factory ammunition and hand loads using Barry's 62 grain FMJ bullets. So that gives you a quick summary of how we've been using the Hawk camera system here at Ultimate Reloader with our spotting scope. Now the spotting scope we've been using is the Leupold SX4 Pro Guide HD 15-45 by 65. That's a little bit of a mouthful. And we do have a story coming up on this spotter as well. We do have other spotting scopes in mind, including those incorporating mill reticles so that we can do ranging and give shooters active offsets when they're shooting steel targets and doing other long range action. So at this point in time, we've basically got three different ways that we're capturing the shooting action and sort of different target camera type setups. The first is drones. Now drones are great because you can get right up to the target. It's a little bit like our LR3 camera system from Longshot. You don't have the issues with Mirage. They're really versatile. They give you that kind of artistic look, but there are also some big downsides. Flying to the target is time consuming. Battery life is really pretty bad, especially in the winter months like we're in right now. And it's just not super quick to use. There's more setup time and so on and so forth. We still use them. We use them primarily when we want to get those sort of epic scenery shots and maybe capture some target camera action at the same time. Then we've got the Longshot LR3, which is a 2-mile system. The LR3 is great when we want to get crystal clear results at the target. Works with the app. We can use the shot blinker. We can calculate group sizes. We can record the screen. Makes it very, very convenient to shoot. We use that at 100 yards quite frequently, and we've gotten some really spectacular results at range as well. You'll have to watch the Rock Chalk Olympics to check out some of that, up to 1,280 yards away in that particular event. So the downsides with the LR3 system is if the targets are not very accessible, it takes a long time to hike, set up, and then there's the battery life issues and so on and so forth. You also don't get your trace, right? And that's where Hawk is really nice. We are finding that Hawk is the easiest, quickest, and most versatile way to capture our shooting action for a number of reasons. We can get the spotter on the target, attach the Hawk, clamp it down, and we're pretty much off and running. We don't have to hike to the target. If we need to move from one target to another, it's almost instantaneous and quick to tear down. We've got 2 Hawks, you can see here. Now we're getting multiple additional spotter scopes, so this will enable us to track multiple targets simultaneously with these same benefits. We also see trace. You're also going to see mirage, right? And that can be both a pro and a con. Mirage is what the shooter sees when they're looking through the scope. So it's a more realistic interpretation of the shooting experience. But it is a little bit of a distraction as well. And that's where having multiple camera setups for target cameras and shooting action is really, really helpful. So Hawk has made our life a lot easier. We use it with the iPad. We use it with the phone. I just had my phone the other day, connected it to the Wi-Fi access point, fired up the Longshot app, and I'm off and running. It's really great that the LR3 and the Hawk use the same app. It just makes our life a lot easier. Okay, in addition to that, we've got the lower price option, Ranger, coming soon. And we're gonna be getting our hands on some of the first units. And this is gonna be a great way to have the same experience as the LR3 at closer ranges when we don't need to go out to 600, 800, 1,000 yards and so on and so forth. So again, multiple options. They're all gonna use the same Longshot app, and that makes our life a lot easier. So look for more Longshot coverage with Hawk, with LR3, and with Ranger coming up in the coming months and years. We're having a great time with this. What I'd like to know is, what Longshot products are you using? Are you using the Hawk? Are you using LR3? Are you gonna get your hands on the Ranger? How has it been working for you so far, and what have you been using it for? Drop a comment and we'll start a discussion. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel, or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.